We got enough time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest show on earth. My name is Justin Kickett. Oh, hey.
Could you repeat that again?
Oh.
Say that again.
By the way, this is the greatest show on earth. I mean, actually, it's
the galaxy. The fucking Milky Way, bitches.
God, mothers think I'll be lying when I keep telling them that.
All right. My name is Justin Kickett. We got Miss Punctual.
Bricks, Montana, lady shit.
Slide that in there.
Y'all heard this big fail in the building. Don't fake it.
All right. And what's her name? We're going to get her on the hotline later. We're going to call her up and bother her.
She's soaking up the...
You want to call her and bother her?
The sky seas right about that.
What time she land? That's back. It's only like a 2-hour flight.
To Las Vegas, it is?
Yeah, it's quick.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
Plus, they go back 2 hours.
Yep.
They go back in time, too.
But that's what fucks you up with jet lag, though. The time change.
Oh, yeah, because it's hour. They go back 2
hours. Yeah.
So right.
It's 11, 12 somewhere, so they like 9.
It took me when I used to go to California and Las Vegas and shit, it took me a couple of minutes, like a hour or two to get. Because, everything is, especially if it's your first time and everything, you ain't ready for that hour back and motherfuckers like it's this time. No, I left St. Louis at noon.
No planes, y'all.
I love it.
I'm good on that shit.
Fuck that.
I'm a big ass scared.
Fuck that.
I'm standing up off them motherfuckers. I'm good. Real talk. That's the day.
Only thing I'm scared of is going across the oceans.
What
I've been across motherfucking the Gulf of Mexico, to Caribbean. That's different.
You could be the greatest swimmer in the world. You're not going to survive.
Fuck nah, and I can swim.
And I can swim.
I was a lifeguard. You know what I'm saying? My kids swim like fish.
Not gonna survive.
I'm not.
You're not going to survive.
Not at all. You ain't gonna survive the plane hitting the motherfucking water, nigga. Shit, you ain't even gonna be alive to swim.
Hey. That's why they need to start. Hey, don't nobody steal my invention, Woody, because if I see one of you airplane motherfuckers steal my what I'm finna tell y'all, y'all gonna have to put me in on it.
Here we go.
Start building these goddamn airplanes with big ass parachutes.
On the planes?
Like
on the back of the motherfucker or something?
Fall out the sky.
Yeah.
It should have a parachute that it comes slow that motherfucker down.
Right.
Now, if I see that invention come out one day, motherfuckers, y'all owe me. Because you can't tell me if y'all can make all this other shit, y'all can make that shit with them with the parachutes.
You know how
they may be able to.
Plane crashes are, though?
Yeah, they're very rare.
They're rarer than winning the lottery.
Yep. Right. But also, when the motherfuckers do crash, everybody dies.
But that's why we hear about them so much, though.
I'm talking about everybody dies.
That's why when it is a crash, we hear about it because it's so abnormal for a plane to crash.
How many people died at one time, sis?
I mean, that's
200, 300 people died at one time. I guess you hear about it. At least in the car can pull over and be like, okay, we call a Uber, a rental, or something like that. Fuck that. We falling out the goddamn sky.
Yeah.
You can't stop that.
You can't.
Man, shit.
You can't stop
planes with some motherfucking
be like
parachutes on these motherfuckers. Think it's a game. It could be done because these motherfuckers do.
Yeah, it could be done where if the plane start going down, it just flap open.
They just slow the impact.
And they probably have tried.
People ain't dying.
Phil, they probably have tried, but the velocity of going down is so, you know what I'm saying? Are they even able to make a parachute that big and that capable?
Give me 2 or 3 of them. Give me one at the beginning and give me one, or give me 3, one middle and the back.
Just make sure that the pilot ain't drunk, okay? That's all I'm saying. I know back in the day, the pilots used to be getting fucked up.
Yes.
And then niggas died.
Around the blue sky.
Anyway, enough of the airplanes. We have something going on in Tennessee.
Oh my God, here we go.
Just when you think,
yeah, don't say it. Just when you think it.
I mean, another one. I mean, it's not even shocking.
Just when you think it's just all white people that do it.
It's not even shocking anymore.
I think the shock of this. So authorities released the video footage Friday of Tyree Nichols being beat by 5 Memphis police officers who held the black motorist down, repeatedly striking him with fists, boots, batons, and he was screaming for his mother.
Hey, that remind me of a gang initiation.
Shit, worse than that. At least the niggas in the gang initiation ain't gonna beat you that bad.
Hey, they was hitting that young man with roundhouse rights.
It just doesn't make any sense. Now,
what make them five police feel that? Y'all had that much hatred for that young man?
I mean,
just because he fled y'all, just because he made y'all fat ass get out and run, they gave y'all the right to beat the fuck out.
It didn't give
the life out the man.
Nobody has the right, no matter if they're police, no matter if they're what, to do you like that.
That's
nobody.
That's fucked up. I'm sorry. That's fucked up. I ran for the police a whole lot of time. I would have handed it to
Me too.
I would have handed the guy caught.
Baby, if I had got caught in killing line, because I used to be up on them. I knew wasn't nothing right on this car, baby. I'd be up on, especially the man with the gold jewelry all over the fucking place. What if I had been caught and they beat the shit out of me like that?
I'm talking about, I didn't know that shit. You got mothers out here like that. They mad because they had to do some work.
It just doesn't make sense. Then of course, it would be 5 black officers.
It's a gang mentality. Oh, they're all doing it. I got to do it.
Boys in blue.
If you
so
try,
we got separate entities. So
they went to the white police officers meeting.
Exactly.
They went
to the wrong one.
The white union.
Now you making my point. Yeah. What the fuck is the purpose of the black shit if you niggas is doing the exact same shit?
I mean, they are. This ain't new shit. The motherfuckers who was killed by the cops now in Berkeley and Ferguson, really before, you know what I'm saying, the shit, it was nigga cops, you know what I'm saying, that was doing this shit.
This is a sad day for the world, y'all.
It wasn't like it was just the, you know what I'm saying, white nigga cops. It was all of them.
We no longer can use and say only white police can do this.
No, it's police.
It's police.
It's never. See, that's what the issue.
Twice as bad.
People make it.
No, it's twice as bad because if black people got the stigma that it's just white police that do it.
Right.
And it's not. It's not. It's a blue issue.
It's a blue issue. So why the fuck we gotta separate it? Why we gotta have this black shit over here and they got
They're
this
doing
shit
the same thing.
They doing the exact same thing.
I mean, I've been saying it.
I've been telling you that the whole time.
I've been saying it, especially, okay, I was I was playing my music real loud in my house when I lived in the city. And a black woman cop came, right? This bitch was rude as fuck. She was disrespectful as fuck. She used stereotypes and stereotyping. Bitch, I got a better degree. I make more money. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, that's why you're mad. Because I can't live in the Central West End at 23 years old, bitch. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's, they take it too far because they are black cops. Remember, I was just talking last week about how black cops are.
Oh boy, why the fuck we got this separate entity over here? And we all doing the exact same shit.
The exact same shit.
What'd you say, Brody? The black police went to visit the white police, goddamn.
They walked in the wrong union hall. This round right here, come on in.
It ain't funny, but god damn.
Let me put this public service announcement out here. Motherfuckers, quit sending me that damn video.
Exactly.
I don't want to see it.
That shit is fucked up.
I am 45 years old. I've been watching niggas get their ass beat and killed since the 90s on tape.
What pisses me off, and if y'all gonna beat the man ass, at least take the cuffs off.
No, so he can at least fight back.
Well, that's more.
Don't beat my ass like that with my hands behind my back. I'd rather for you to kill me with my hands free.
Motherfucker, I don't care how you do it. Don't beat me at all, nigga.
But still, don't beat me with my hands behind my back.
Beating, that's even worse than shooting them. It's more personal.
It is.
It's easy to shoot, but if you're actually physically...
That's why I say they was
that's just anger or something.
That is insanity.
That was that fucking mad. 5 fucking police was that fucking mad. This man flared on y'all that fucking mad.
It ain't abnormal.
City of Memphis. You know I'm a South nigga.
But
I'm a down South nigga, but y'all better get together.
Let's talk. Ain't Memphis?
There's something going on in Memphis right now.
Ain't Memphis where they had the no knock?
Nigga, no.
Breonna Taylor?
Is that Memphis?
Was that Memphis?
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
I
finna
thought that
find
was
out.
Minnesota.
No, that was
No,
down
it's
south.
Floyd is Minnesota. George Floyd. That
But
was
I
in
thought her shit
Minnesota.
was there too. Huh?
No, that was down south. I don't know if it was
Kentucky.
Memphis. Hers is just Kentucky. Okay.
Kentucky.
Louisville.
Louisville. I knew it was somewhere up from the
I
same
knew it was
shit.
down south some motherfucking where. I
Hey,
knew it was down
Memphis,
south.
Y'all better pull it together. Real talk.
How
Well,
about
just United States
that's
in
what I keep
general.
saying. It is just crazy to me that all of these Negroes are flocking back down south. It's crazy to me.
And we're spending all this money overseas,
And we got a problem.
and we got
Oh shit, that's
can't
been
even
America.
take care of our own.
That's America. Welcome to America.
Exactly. We got a
That's
problem.
been
And
America.
the thing is, and that one of their arguments, the residents were, well, we paid for these body cameras. Well, they should be
It
able to
ain't
see
stopping
them.
shit.
Well, right, but that was one of their arguments. If you're going to pay for them, it comes out of your tax dollars. I paid for the camera. I want to look
I
at
can
it.
kill you, and you got it on video, and they still act like they ain't.
How about them niggas will erase it before they get back to the
Right.
motherfucking?
Oh, I forgot to press record.
What do you mean?
That shit crazy,
Thank you.
world.
Them
Yeah.
niggas will erase that shit.
That right there is very. It's very
I mean, I'm
heartbreaking.
just glad that they had a
Yeah.
videotape, even though, now let's talk about the other end of it. Okay, so these are black cops, right? African American cops. When have you ever known, ever, since 1990 motherfucking 3 or 4 when we saw Rodney King, for any officers to be motherfucking charged so quick?
Charged ASAP. I don't know if that's the black chief or it's the mayor. Between them two, they the one that's sitting down.
All I'm gonna say is
between one
if
and
they
two.
were white,
It wouldn't probably came so quick. You think?
we would not. No fucking way.
Hell no.
No
Take
fucking
years.
way.
That-
It takes time. It takes years. We had a video of
Everybody's got to get their
Ferguson,
story
you know what I'm
straight.
saying? It never occurs this quick. So
But since this
you
is
can.
this is a black city, this is
It's
the
not
city
all
run
black
by
city.
city. I'm
It's
talking
not
about
all
it's
black
ran
city.
by black people though.
Okay, but what does that mean?
So I'm talking about somebody else.
So
So you
the
saying somebody
niggas
went
on
over
the
the mayor?
other side of it.
So you saying somebody went over the mayor?
I don't know who did it. I just know that charges for
Yeah, quick as a
the
motherfucker.
and
Shit, charges ain't come that quick for Young Dolph and none of them that quick.
charges didn't come that quick for the nigga who motherfucking Captain Morgan, old boy in Minnesota.
Yeah, charges didn't come quick for the nigga that killed the white lady down there. Charges didn't come that quick, but they came stupid quick for their ass.
So what I'm saying is, I mean, you know, it could be racism, systematic, whatever the fuck it
Well, Memphis
is.
got some shit going on
That
down
shit
there
happened
right now.
quick, and it's funny that it happened for the black officers.
Memphis
so
got that bad
motherfucking
look
quick.
going on, and they got that devil hanging over their city right now. They got that devil hanging over their city. Cause they got some tarantula shit going on.
I mean,
man.
I ain't never fuck with too much of
All
the
type
South
of
anyway.
motherfuckers coming up,
That's somewhere that I
looking
go
around
kicking
that
and come
motherfucker.
home. I ain't never.
They trying to become St. Louis.
Because you go 2 counties out of Memphis and you can't even be there after dark.
Like
So
what?
I've never understood the big fascination with people up north and going back down south. I don't know. I was raised by a racist black woman, so tell me. Yeah.
That's brazy, Brody.
Crazy.
That's brazy.
I just feel that on both sides of it,
I feel so embarrassed. I feel so embarrassed. Because I'm one of them niggas.
That just proves
I had that stigma. Like, damn, you niggas, you gonna get goddamn you do the same thing every time, but they turn around and do their own people.
they will.
They do it. That's why I say niggas don't give a fuck about a nigga. That's why I say, but niggas don't give a fuck about no nigga.
We was
bitch.
just talking about that
I'm
last
sorry,
week. The whole,
bitch.
I mean, they talk
That
about
shit
racism
crazy,
from
bitch.
other races and everything, but it is racism, discrimination,
Well, fuck,
sexism in the black
It
community.
sure is.
Motherfuckers who are lighter are treated better in certain instances, and then if you've already seen that, then you have this prejudice, so you treat dark-skinned people better than light-skinned people. The men don't trust the women don't trust the men, the sexism comes in. I mean, there's so much of it in our own community, and this is just more to show you that, you know what I'm saying, with this issue, it's not even a race issue.
Not no more. We can't say it's a race issue.
You can't say it. You can just simply say blue against black.
There you go. Thank you. That's how much better.
That's what
Study trying to blame the white people every time. Because the niggas just proved this wrong. It ain't just the white people.
The niggas who are getting their ass kicked in St. Louis City are not getting their ass kicked by just white cops. It's more nigga cops.
Yeah. Oh my god, this shit is embarrassing, babe.
You sure right, Nate?
It's some fucking embarrassing. I'm talking about
somebody say Ice Cube told us black cops was worse years ago.
I'm talking about the way they beat Briggs. Did you see the nigga? He roundhoused the man 3 times.
That nigga got his WWF motherfucking awards on.
I'm talking about then the nigga came and booted him in the face.
And to me, I bet you these some nerd-ass motherfuckers who been picked on, who been, you know what I'm saying? It's always them nerdy-ass motherfuckers that got into that job in order to feel powerful and all of that kind of shit. You don't need no education. You don't need
training.
They want you to motherfucking
no customer service.
Damn right.
I hope they can bang.
Oh yeah, they gonna have to.
I hope they can bang.
They gonna have to. You see
they
how
want to fight every day.
You see how
just
they plastering these niggas.
They making sure everybody see
everything.
Them. I hope they can bang.
They not.
They ain't gonna last.
They not. They gonna be in protective
custody.
You
Memphis penitentiary, y'all waiting on them niggas. Ain't
they gonna be in protective. Them niggas won't see them.
No, they're gonna be transferred.
Y'all waiting on them.
They're gonna be transferred to a different facility.
Man, fuck that.
They not gonna.
Why?
They not gonna put them.
Why would they get? Who are they? Everybody else go. Who are you? You did wrong. You go to the same place.
But that blue still gonna protect
fuck
them.
That.
What the fuck you mean?
Fuck that.
That blue still.
They're all getting high fives in the locker room.
Fuck that.
You know they're getting high fives.
Stand your ground. You killed that man that go up there and face some of his peoples. I can believe. I bet you he got some peoples up there.
I bet he do too.
So what was the?
You kill me, niggas. You need to know. You kill me. I got plenty of people behind there.
Exactly.
Motherfucker, I can make a call right now. Shit, they nigga got a cell phone now. Shit, don't ever. It's plenty of on both sides that's up in there.
That shit real. Stop playing, baby.
Yeah, they gonna go to general population.
They most definitely going to general population. Why wouldn't they? Who are the fuck is they?
I mean, but they protect cops and shit in jail.
No, they ain't no police. Police don't do what the fuck I just seen them doing. Nigga, go face your maker.
Fail.
I'm sorry.
The problem is they do.
Go face your maker.
What you guys need to understand is catching them is just catching them. Yeah. But they do this shit. This ain't no fake shit.
I feel what you saying.
This is what they do.
So you basically saying shit. They might fuck around and get off the shit.
They may.
Oh my fucking goodness.
Yeah,
if they do that, I feel sorry for y'all listening in Memphis. That motherfucker gonna burn down.
Fail, let me tell you something.
That motherfucker gonna burn down.
We have seen it time and time again.
Real talk, baby.
It is always a possibility that they can get off.
You're right. I would not debate that.
Don't ever sit in America and think that it ain't. Because we thought in the 90s when we saw this nigga get beat and he got a natural ass whipping.
Don't fake it. He most definitely did.
Natural, that was unnatural.
Shit, that was some motherfucking exorcist. They needed an old priest and a young priest, nigga.
That nigga got whacked with Billy Clubs about 1 million times.
Some shit I never saw again until Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? So if them niggas can get off with the history of the police in Los Angeles. Come on, they have a history of coming through your entire home with motherfucking tanks. Okay?
That was the whole problem with LA and the Compton PD and everything, and Death Row had half of them in their pocket.
Man.
They had to shut down the whole police department.
All I know is it's always a possibility that them niggas can get off. We is in America.
Yeah, you right. I ain't gonna argue that. Memphis, y'all fucking up.
They get them a slick ass motherfucking lawyer.
Y'all did the ultimate. Y'all fucked around and did what I said. I said, oh, I wouldn't have hoped, never would have hoped happened. And it happened.
I mean, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, where I done seen male black men, cops, straight disrespectful, straight beat, straight kill, all of that. And so it's not abnormal to me. No, it was caught in my eyes.
This nigga was getting roundhoused. And the nigga is so frail.
Who videotaped it?
It took all y'all. The nigga who videotaped should be going to jail too.
He was a cop too?
He had to be. To sit there and videotape that shit and allow that and letting them beat that man and they ain't gonna let no innocent
shit. And you heard
they gonna run their ass off.
You heard them tase him. You heard them saying all that. And when that nigga called out for his mama,
that was it. That was all she wrote.
Was she there? Oh, it happened at her house?
See,
no.
If the police...
It's just your natural reaction. When you get on a motherfucking roller coaster, what people yell? Mama! Man. When something is happening, you yell mama.
Had any type of sympathy
George Floyd was calling for his mama.
No sympathy and empathy in that case. These niggas had no sympathy
So it was... Hold on. So that's when we get to... So it was a traffic stop.
Yep.
And what? He fled.
He fled.
Like these niggas
unarmed. And then what? They just
just made him work.
And they got mad, I guess, because he was.
He made him work.
Was he resisting arrest?
He made him work. How can he resist? He was getting roundhouse.
Well, it's called resisting arrest when you run.
Well, yeah, he can resist, but shit, that still don't give you the right to roundhouse me.
Fuck nah.
And kick me in the face like my head.
So what did he get pulled over for?
Let's see.
Routine.
I probably want a routine.
Was he swerving? His tail light was out.
Man, I'm embarrassed, B. I'm for real embarrassed. Yeah. Real talk. I'm very embarrassed. For them 5 police family members, they fucked up because what I be trying to tell you, it not only it fuck up them, but that shit fall back on the family members too. Real fucking talk.
Oh, yeah.
That shit fall back on the family members too,
See,
B.
that's when, remember how we talk about the accountability?
Like a motherfucker, B.
So, I don't know if these niggas are from Memphis, but if they're from Memphis,
that's even sadder.
They have accountability.
That's even sadder. So your family, you done put your family in a
mama better move.
Predicament.
Mama better move.
Mm-hmm. You done put your family in a fucked up predicament because of the shit, because of the choices you making.
The nigga who killed motherfucking Mike Brown, his family had to move and shit. Motherfuckers found out where he lived and everything.
Mr. Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Wilson.
This shit, hey, y'all, it's real. It's real. And I'll be up here promoting these motherfuckers to get better pay and everything, but them motherfuckers I don't want to
Yeah, right. You want to give those guys a raise?
I do. I ain't gonna knock, because their job is still hard, but man, you got these, this right here, this is uncalled for right here.
I'm telling you, these some nerdy ass niggas. If they look at their background, these some nerdy ass niggas that needed that badge. I think all.
You don't think they were just regular niggas?
No, that is aggression. That is basically
too much.
Frustration.
That's hatred towards your own people.
And it's a lot of black people that have that. Yeah. Them nerdy ass niggas that was motherfucking picked on and all of that kind of shit. The ones that be like, I don't mess with black women and all of that. That shit is aggression and hatred towards your own people.
That's why I stay my fat black ass in the house. No fucking faking. I stay my fat black ass in the house.
I do too, Phil, I'm telling you.
Real talk, B. That's fucked up.
I leave the house on Saturdays.
These niggas be mad, B.
I don't trust none of it.
I'm sorry.
And as a woman, I can't.
That's fucked up.
These motherfuckers.
Who was the other guy that got, remember the other guy that got beat to death and they put him in the back of the van? That was another.
Was the police? There wasn't no police.
No, the police.
No, the police put him in the van.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember that. That was another one that was on the news.
It's always something. This ain't new, abnormal. Only thing that makes it new to us is the fact that you can always see it. You know what I'm saying? Rodney King was such Freddie Gray.
Like
Freddie Gray was the one that they did that too.
Freddie Gray?
Yep. The only thing that makes this shit abnormal and make us like, oh my God, is because we got videos now.
Like a motherfucker.
But it's not too many of us that don't know motherfuckers who've been fucked up by the police.
This been going on.
I got pulled over 30 times.
We just see it now because you got video.
Yeah. My brother Chris Hicks.
Real talk.
This nigga was always in some shit. He used to steal cars and shit. So he had me to come pick him up from East St. Louis or something. And when I picked the nigga up, I'm sitting there, this nigga limping out the motherfucker, and he all fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck happened? He was like, shit, when they picked me up, they beat my motherfucking ass. But they let me go. I'm like, you happy? Yeah. Nigga, you need to call a lawyer. Like, I ain't finna do all that bullshit. I was wrong anyway. They let me go and all that. That's why we continue to have it. Because you think because you're wrong for one thing that you deserve to get your ass kicked for being black. No, that ain't true.
Hell no. But like, fuck that shit, yeah.
I'm not finna have it.
Man, that shit,
I don't give a fuck.
It's a sad day, man. No faking. Them niggas make that shit. That's bad.
Is that while the flags were halfway?
Man,
fuck no. Somebody died or something.
That's what I thought. I was like, what are? I was like,
somebody had to die. If the stuff is at half mast, then
that's
some political motherfucker died or a pope or some shit.
No ain't got nothing to do with no nigga. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, but that shit fucked up.
It is. So we shall see.
We can't say niggas don't go in schools and kill no more, and we can't say they don't kill niggas as policemen. Stop it.
Oh fuck no.
That stigma just got threw out just that damn quick within some months of each other.
Oh damn right.
Just within some months of each other. We got a nigga going up in the school doing some shit. Now we got niggas killing niggas. That's police officers. What the fuck is really going on?
I mean, we just see it now because we've been had it. We've been had it. I got cousins.
I stay in the house and mind my business. That's what I do. I'm sorry. Oh, they treacherous on the streets these days. They treacherous.
If there's not a war overseas, there's a war on the streets.
And then what makes it so bad, I feel sorry for the little teenager because back in my day, to be honest, to be some 100,000, 1,000 shit, y'all niggas today, y'all fucked up. Because when I was getting in trouble, I got in trouble to get bread. And I stayed the fuck away from the police. Mm-hmm. You niggas steal cars to go to jail. Somewhere, niggas, we went different.
They're hustling.
We're not the same. We're nowhere the same. I feel sorry for this world years and years from now. Because they mind frames are not the same as mine.
They're in it for the wrong reasons.
For the wrong reasons.
Fail.
They don't get money.
It ain't no necessity
they
to.
Don't get money,
you know why it's no necessity to? Because as parents now, we give our kids everything.
Yeah.
Their needs and their wants.
Not me.
Our parents gave us our needs, and once we got to a certain age, our wants we had to get ourselves right.
I had my mama did damn near everything.
Yeah, my mama did everything.
What the fuck I wanted?
Because I wanted more.
There you go.
My mother.
I wasn't out there stealing no cars, Bree.
I look back. Then we grew
that
up.
Don't get you no money.
And I mean, we were stealing cars, but we wasn't stealing cars for no money. We were stealing cars to get to Saints. Motherfuckers! We were stealing cars to get on the east side, bitches. That's, you know what I'm saying? And me, I wasn't stealing no car. I was just driving because a girl would get pulled over less than a boy.
You were just the accomplice.
I was the accomplice.
What's up, Chase?
It was a difference. It was a difference. And we wasn't stealing everybody cars. We were stealing parents and shit cars.
I'm very disappointed in the generation today because these guys don't believe in getting money.
They're trying to glorify it.
They rather go to jail. I mean, you steal a car just to steal a car.
Baby, they
find it. You don't get no money out of it.
Fail. Ever since, Lil Wayne, they find it good to go to jail. They find it as a stripe on their credibility and all of that kind of shit.
So when a simple routine, you would take off and do 100 and kill yourself. So what's the purpose of that? Because you scared to go to jail.
Showing off.
No, you scared to go to jail.
I ain't doing none of the shit.
You scared to go to jail. That's what the fuck that is. You would throw your whole life away because you don't want to go take you turn a simple routine traffic stop into killing yourself or killing somebody else.
No, there aren't simple routine traffic stops either. Look what just happened.
These kids, They have a
You're
fear of
screwed either
police
way,
that
man.
we didn't have, Phil. They have a fear of police that we didn't have.
You remember the one guy actually called the one guy actually called the police.
And when they came, they shot his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about
when
that.
the police showed up, they shot the nigga who was calling.
Yeah, calling them for help.
That's always been a fear in the black community. Black people
You hear what I said?
didn't call the police.
When I was growing up, I hustled to get money, and I stayed away from the police. They want to engage with them now.
I don't think they want to engage with them. They still running from them. You know what I'm saying? They still running from them. But these kids don't fear like we feared.
So is it a discreet way of stealing cars?
I mean, it's a
I'm saying
discreet
it's a
way.
discreet way of stealing cars, man.
I'm not finna confirm or deny that, but
I mean,
it's a lot of stolen car stealers that
I know
don't
that, but I'm talking about
get caught.
They don't. You right, but the career ain't very plentiful.
It's not.
It's not very plentiful. As a nigga,
I mean, there ain't chop shops and shit
I'm
like
talking
that
about-
no more, fam.
Are
What you
they? I'm
mean?
talking about. Are they living in lavish? Are they making big boy money off going and risking their life, jumping in people's
Fam,
shit?
this ain't New Jersey Drive.
That's what I'm saying. My whole point. You making my point for me, nigga. Y'all ain't getting nothing out of this. So what are you doing it for?
For the fun.
I'm gonna need you to go find some more fun, BB.
The thrill.
I'm gonna need you to find
The
go
thrill
fun.
of it.
The thrill of the
when,
chase.
So when a motherfucker get a bullet put in their ass, then it ain't gonna be so fun.
I mean, that's with anything.
It ain't gonna
I
be
know
so fun.
motherfuckers who parents used to work for Chrysler and Ford and shit, and these motherfuckers was selling drugs.
Yeah,
They didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. They wasn't doing it because they had to.
No, they
they
did
were
because they
doing
want
it
some
because
more
they
money.
wanted more money
Yeah,
or the
all they-
fun of it.
So,
you know what I'm
I'm talking
saying?
about, what are these niggas getting out of stealing cars?
Hey, Tony. It's the adrenaline rush, probably.
Fuck adrenaline rush.
It's the.
Y'all heard what Bree said? They are stealing cars for a fucking drill because they ain't getting no bread.
I mean, you can't ask
I'm
me.
sorry,
Only
bitch.
thing we took
They
the
not
cars
getting no
for
bread.
was to get to the Palace and Saints and on the
Right.
east side. I already said that.
Right.
We didn't need that shit. My mother owned her home. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need those things, but I wanted to. I wanted to get in this car, and I could have went to juvenile. My mom wasn't coming to get me, but I still did the shit.
In a little bit, I feel sorry for you, the juveniles and your 15, 16-year-olds. Y'all gonna see them big boys.
Yeah, oh yeah, they will.
Y'all gonna see them
'Cause
big
they
boys.
don't-
Because you know one bad apple fucks it up for everybody.
And they don't really
They gonna make y'all
realize.
start seeing them big boys. I don't think it ain't gonna be so fun then.
It's not like when we were kids. You know, you would have to murder a 2-year-old
And you get
in
sent
order for them to put you.
get slapped on
Yeah,
the wrist,
you know what I'm
and you
saying?
get sent home.
Now children 7, 8 are being tried as adults.
Get it. I'm talking about get it. I'm talking about get it.
Thank you.
They
I
get
mean,
it.
so it's a different time. They
Yeah,
have to watch
they
they backs.
Boy,
I
I'm
mean,
glad I ain't a teenager growing up with you motherfuckers. Boy, I
Me
couldn't
too.
hustle because y'all done fuck it up early. I'm talking about y'all
they
wanna
don't
get
have
no
the
money.
freedoms that we
They don't want
have.
to get no money. They want to steal cars.
They don't have the freedoms. They don't have shit to do. They don't
Certified
have
thieves.
centers and rec centers and parties here. They don't have the shit that kept us
Do you
from
think
doing
if it was
fucked
here,
up
do you think
shit.
they'll take advantage of it? Fuck no.
Yes, they would.
You think so, Bricks?
We took advantage of it.
Well, Forest Park for the bill, brand new basketball parks and everything down up in that motherfucking shit that they never had when I was a kid growing up. Because Forest Park never thought about putting and I know why they ain't putting no basketball courts in Forest Park, and you know why they didn't either. So why the fuck are y'all so interested in putting them in there now?
Because it's a different time.
Okay. What's it? I mean, I don't
You know why they putting them? Because the tennis courts have one person on them. The motherfucking golf courts have about 10 people there. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get people to come back to Forest Park after they put all the niggas out. Because we used to go to Forest Park.
like a motherfucker.
We used to go to Forest Park on
Hang like a
Sundays
motherfucker.
and kick it and all of
Hang
that.
like
And
a
then the police would come
motherfucker.
through talking about,
You ain't
y'all gotta go.
You ain't
And then the niggas left Forest Park. My mom used to take us to Forest Park to Hippie Hill and shit for her to smoke weed up there on Hippie Hill while we playing and all of that kind of shit. You can't. The Forest Park became an exclusive organization and all of that.
That's why I say these little kids, they miss. I tell my daughters, them, and everybody, I be like, y'all missed it, B.
Man, they just redid the riverfront, and niggas still the only ones down there. Do y'all see what the fuck St. Louis is? Y'all just redid all of that, and I go down there all the time, and it ain't no families from out of state and all of that. It's the same niggas with the same music playing. You know what I'm saying? Down there, you can do all that you want. This is a black city now. It's not like it used to be.
Not like it used to be. It's a little bit more open. I think it's a little bit too motherfucking open.
No, they know these motherfuckers crazy.
It's all type of shit going on around this motherfucker.
These motherfuckers crazy. So
real talk, man.
I mean,
no fake
it's just times have changed.
And the other one. So, what's the solution? I guess my solution would be better training, basically, and how to handle people.
They need better training for all of the officers.
People skills.
Not just the white officers, not just the Chinese, Japanese, all of the officers.
They need one police union.
Man, thank you. Because y'all both doing the exact same shit.
Right. So let's combine the union, have one purpose.
There you go.
As a department in general.
Like I said.
It should be nationwide. It should be nationwide police policy.
Man.
I mean, police are anywhere in this country.
But it can't because of each state is different. Each state has different laws, different rules, different all of that kind of stuff. Federal only comes in play when it's a problem.
So once weed becomes legalized in all 50 states, then they can have a national police force.
Even if it's legal in all 50 states, until it's federally approved, it doesn't mean a thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because you'll still be drug tested.
That's right.
You'll still be,
for them to be a federal employee, you will be.
Speaking of federal employee, how about our St. Louis employee?
Oh, man.
So this guy was.
So in the county, we don't call them. What they call them in city aldermen. But in county, we call them executives.
That's a different position.
It's a different position.
No, there's still aldermen in the.
It's aldermen in the county.
It's aldermen in county. Mm-hmm. But so he had a top ranking. He had a top position then.
Okay, because it's kind of different. Okay, so talking about the COVID nigga.
Talking about the COVID nigga.
Okay, so it's another
funding scam.
It's another St. Louis County official that is getting time. He gets 18 months sentence for. We just talked about it. This is Tom Weaver, the former top official at the St. Louis County Jail. Yeah, so he pled guilty in federal court for defrauding the county through a small business relief program during COVID-19.
For $5,000 or $15,000? Is it 5 or 15?
It doesn't say how much he.
Cause whatever, he lost his whole career over some bullshit, just like the rest of these niggas.
Yeah, So he's sentenced to 18 months and has to pay $10,000 in federal fines and everything. It doesn't really say how much he received, but what he did was, like most other people,
got greedy.
Once they found out that they were giving away all of that money or whatever, right? So he have a business, right? Most people got a business. If you do shit or whatever, you have a business under your name. You have all of that. So he gets this money for this business, but then he spends it on other shit, butt naked hoes, whatever the hell he spent it on. He spent it on that shit, and of course he got caught up. It's a lot of people getting caught up that aren't officials, but it's even worse because you are an official.
If you doing something for the city or the county of St. Louis, you are a fucking official, and nigga, you just got caught just like these other bomb ass niggas just got caught.
That was very unofficial.
There you go, unofficial. Once again, man. Once a fucking again. It never fucking fails, big. The niggas be looking at me like I say you can't put niggas in prominent positions because they don't know how to fucking act.
I mean, evidently you can't put nobody in prominent positions. Because it's not just one race. It's not, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I say tell them stop using this race shit.
It's not always race. It's fucked up individuals in every color, every race, every. I mean, If you's a nigga no matter what color you is.
Yes. Yeah, and that's fucked up. Hey, money will make
the world go round.
Money would make goddamn me Mama Mary goddamn.
They say it's the root of all evil.
Money will make Mama Mary get out there and sell her ass for some reason.
It's the root of all evil.
Man, I'm sorry.
That's why the pastor's getting in trouble.
Man, that motherfucking piece of paper is a motherfucker, boy.
So, yeah, we'll get into that real quick. So, yeah, it was just the, and it had, well, you said he scammed $5,000. It had 10,000 worth of fines.
10,000. Well, it doesn't say how much he actually scammed.
It was just one person involved, or was probably
in his case, this is just one person who he didn't use his status as an official. He received the money from the small business money that they were giving out during COVID.
His side hustle.
Yeah, his side hustle. So he had a motherfucking, like me. I got a production company, right? And I got all of all the codes, all that kind of shit. So I could have went to them and filled out information and got this money for my company.
Yeah.
Now, if I invested it in my company and showed them that I did and all of that kind of shit, did it properly, then you're cool. But if you got houses and cars and all of this kind of shit, like most people did. I know a little girl, got a new house on the east side and all that kind of bullshit and all of that from these loans, and she can't prove that she used her money for her small business, so she's gonna be fucked in the game.
If you ain't got no proof of you doing this, these motherfuckers getting this money and going.
I told you they getting these butt naked hoes and all that kind of shit. Them niggas all on the east side spending that money and all that.
Like a motherfucker like that, but y'all got like fucked up if y'all think y'all finna get away with that shit, man. Stop it, man.
Because they want receipts.
Hell. Yes. If I give some money, I'm gonna want some fucking receipts too.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell.
You gotta talk
what you do with this money?
The loan states, y'all. I seen the loan. That you have to have proof of what you did with the money in order not to for it to become a grant, and you not have to pay it back.
Like a motherfucker.
If you don't, then it's a loan that you have to pay back.
Even if it is a grant, there should be a record of it, because then that's why they're called. Whenever, as far as politics, that they're not bribes, they're campaign contributions. But it's the same thing. I'll give you this amount of.
Yeah. They have to prove what they did with the money, and if you don't, then your ass going to jail like that.
That's crazy.
And it's a sick, sorry, sad situation. But you motherfuckers know better. They not gonna just give you no free money. Hell, the grants that they give us, motherfucker, we gotta make sure you do different shit for education. You know what I'm saying? So they not gonna just give you motherfuckers no free money.
And think you ain't gonna have to pay it back. But that's what's going on. These stupid motherfuckers actually think they ain't got to pay this shit back.
And it's not even that. These motherfuckers are fraudulent. They don't have the information that they want. So that's why they're being prosecuted.
That's crazy.
What the fuck did you do with that
throw your
money?
Life away for some fucking money, goddamn.
It ain't worth
it. It's so like, not for that shit, it ain't worth it. I'm sorry. It ain't worth it.
Well,
you might as well live right, y'all.
If you think you can try to scam some money, because then they might just film you or catch you saying things that you don't want to say,
and it makes it
or say some other stuff. It's joking.
It's the joke of the day.
Joke.
It's the joke of the day.
Ooh.
It's the joke of the day.
It's the joke of the day.
It's the joke of the day.
All you got to say.
It's the joke of the day.
Ooh.
It's the joke of the day. Ooh. It's the joke of the day. It's the joke of the day. Joke of the day. It's the joke of the day.
All the shit to say, we got the joke of the day.
Hey, it's the joke of the day. It's the joke of the day. All right. So I bet y'all didn't know that Winnie the Pooh's grandmama was named Pooh Nanny.
Yeah. Pooh Nanny. That was the last.
Pooh giving up that name.
That was the last.
Hell no.
Joke of the day.
Got the joke of the day.
Oh yeah.
It's the joke of the day.
Oh, we got Big Dog over the screen over here.
Yeah, we're gonna get him back in. Yeah, we're gonna come right back into it. What's up?
It's the joke of the day.
Hey.
It's coming up.
All right.
On there.
What's up,
Got that interview going on, y'all.
Salute everybody came out today.
Cause I ain't got it. I'm just coming back off of Christmas shit.
Shit. Real talk.
I ain't fucking with it.
All right, man. So we got our guest, special guest, live via satellite.
Live via satellite.
Hey.
You don't want it. Give it to me.
Who we got over there?
What's up? I guess it's my time to jump in. Hey guys, my name's Simeon Davis. I'm a sax player, composer, songwriter, all that fun stuff. Currently based in right around near Dallas, Texas. So hey.
Dallas, Texas in the building?
Yep, Texas in the building.
All right. So, are you from Texas?
I am by no ways from Texas. I actually spent most of my life in South Africa.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So tell me,
17 years there.
I want to know about that because it's starting to get very interesting. Because
oh yeah,
when I'm growing up, only thing they showed me of Africa is motherfuckers in the jungle. Now I know that shit ain't like that. Now tell me what's really going on because I heard it's popping.
I mean, I think popping's probably a good way to say it. I haven't been there in a few years. I've been living here, but based in Texas, like I said. But yeah, I lived there from 99 up through 2016. So where I live is a place called Cape Town.
Oh, you was there for a long time.
Oh, Cape Town.
Yeah, lived for a long time.
Ain't that?
But yeah, so very, very bottom of the continent. Big mix. It's pretty urban, but also it's got does have a lot of natural stuff around
book
it.
is?
So,
It's a book wrote about Cape Town.
No, you probably seen the movie or something.
No, it's a book. It's a
there's
book.
a lot of movies. There's a lot of books.
I mean, the movies, during the apartheid and everything, but it's a book that is about Cape Town and the militias and different things like that that I read back in the day. I'm a big nerd, my bad.
So it's big time party in that motherfucker there all day long, huh?
Yeah, you can say that. It's a good time always, no matter where you are. Well, depending on what your definition of good time is, you'll find it somewhere.
Drugs and hookers.
Oh my gosh. I mean, yeah. I'm sure there's always a guy who knows a guy.
Hey, we all ain't looking for that when we come to Cape Town.
So you're a jazz musician.
Yeah, loosely defined. That's what my degree tells me anyway. As far as what I actually write, it's whatever kind of comes along. So a little bit of jazz, a little bit of funk, a little bit of classical, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of folk, a little bit of South African.
So
just together. So.
Just music.
Yeah, he sound like
musicality.
Just music.
So okay, jazz. Who's your favorite jazz performer?
Oh man, that's a really hard question.
I know it is.
One of your favorites.
One of my favorites is a guy by the name of great sax player by the name of Cannonball Adderley. Phenomenal. As far as guys who are still living today, Wayne Shorter. He's been around forever, and we wish he was going to be around forever still. Visionary, real groundbreaking. People who are leading the way right now. We have Maria Schneider, Joshua Redman. Some of those killers. They're phenomenal, and everything they do is magic.
All right.
Music all day long. They say, hey, you sound like your credentials sounded like a little bit of mine. So you write everything.
I write whatever needs to be written in the moment.
So you don't got no ghostwriters or nothing like that going on?
Nope.
And never get one either.
I mean, I'll collab when I need to collab one, but for now it's me. This is my weird stuff. I create what I create.
That's what I like to hear it.
I don't
want to hear you singing from somebody else's thoughts.
But that's not the industry norm, though.
That's
one of
jazz.
Those old school
Jazz
guys.
is.
Jazz is all original.
Jazz is free.
That's where it all originated.
I'm pretty sure he don't want to be singing nobody else's thoughts.
I mean, and I don't think.
It depends how big the paycheck is.
With real jazz, you're not.
Okay.
St. Louis has a big jazz history. Miles Davis is from here. You know what I'm saying? So fusion jazz and different, it's a music city. So jazz is special to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started asking.
You grew up listening to
Yeah, in our house it was blues and jazz.
It was band in my house.
You didn't even know. I mean, it got to that. But when we were young, it was blues and jazz. You know what I'm saying? So I just love that shit. But we still have jazz musicians out there that are winning Grammys from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Baylor, He's from McClure. He graduated from McClure. Him and his wife just won a NAACP. They was for an Oscar. This nigga married one of the bitches from Jeanne.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a big jazz is something special in St. Louis. They have the Jazz History Museum and all that. You need to come there.
So you be performing? You be performing a lot of places, big dog?
Most of the time, I'm sticking around this area.
Okay.
I got a wife and kid, and so I'm my number one thing is to keep supporting them and focusing on them.
Most definitely.
But yeah, I do whatever gigs I can do as a band leader, as a sideman. I play in a bunch of different genres too, even though my main instruments, my main axe is my saxophone. I do fiddle too, so like I'll get called classical gigs.
Is it a fiddle or a violin?
You play country music too? With that fiddle?
You're jack all trades then. No fake.
That's the goal. I mean, the way I see it, if it's good music, I'll play it.
Most definitely.
I'm still trying to hear your accent. You don't have an accent.
You don't have it. Yeah, you don't have a country accent. Country from Texas.
I think I've lived in a lot of different places, so I feel like my accent's kind of all mixed up all over the place. So, I spent those 17 years in South Africa. My parents are both American.
Okay, when you say South Africa, I hear it.
You can hear it.
But before that, you could not hear it. I was trying to hear that African
all day long. You can hear it
accent.
Straight up.
You know what's funny is when I live there, everyone's like, "Oh, you sound American." And I come to America, and we're just like, "You don't sound like you're from here." It's pretty funny. So.
Heck nah. So yeah, I mean, what type? So in that part of Africa, I'm talking about what's the main genre of music? Is it like what?
Oh man, that depends who you talk to. So like the country itself, as a country on its own, it has 11 different languages. So each of those languages have their own cultural preferences and things like that. And so like you've got all your Afro pop stuff, all your just African music.
This is Africa.
Cape Town loves it.
Africans all had different languages.
Yeah, and the people have what they like too. So you got your normal like top 40 charts and your normal pop stuff. You got a bit of rock in there.
Charts and shit like that too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people like good music. If it's good music, they like it.
Almost definitely. That's what's up.
Oh shit.
There you go. Hey, woo! Yeah, that's awesome.
That is.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, we've been communicating through email for a while, and I don't remember how did you find out about My City, My Music? I know we've been communicating and trying to put this together, and you have a good press kit and everything, so you were pretty well prepared.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I work for an independent record label that's sort of based all over the place. It's called Outside In Music. They've been around for 12 years now, 11 years. And so they're originally based in New York. They have a base here in Dallas and they have a base in Nashville. And so I work as a project manager for the label. So my job is find new radio stations that we can interact with, find new people who are interested in talking to musicians and interested in playing new music, not just the stuff that everybody already knows.
Oh, yeah, and, You come to the right place. You come to the right place, sir. You come to the right place.
Yeah, let it be said. And so, pitching different things and this and that, and you guys were like, "Hey, let's listen to you." And I was like, "Cool, I'll jump in on that bandwagon." So,
that's what's up, bro.
That's my job. Well, one of my jobs is to find places that are willing to play artists and put people in contact with our new artists and things like that.
A&R.
Happened that last year I was also an artist as well as a manager. So
you basically Slipper is saying it's all to get where you at is all about who you had to meet. You had to meet people to get you where you at, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about who you know.
It is. And people are gracious with their time,
Yeah.
And there'll be people who say, "Yeah, let's try something new," and people who say, "No."
These guys, bro, they walk these streets, they think just talent get them on. No, it's not. It's not your talent.
No.
Because there's a lot of great rappers and singers that's walking this street and ain't never got a chance. They just ain't never got a chance to meet the right person.
Or get a ghostwriter.
Okay, it was if you want to say
it. You can't do it yourself. Someone's got to do it.
I mean, but that goes for any business. If you want to get anywhere in any business, you're going to have to meet somebody to get you there.
There's two kinds of business, faking and no faking.
No faking.
What about the faking business?
Man, you faking, I don't want no part of that.
What about faking bacon?
Yeah, I don't want nothing part of that.
Do you like tanning beds?
I don't want no part of that, man.
Do you like tanning salons?
Man, I don't give a fuck about no damn tanning salon.
Okay. That's not faking bacon?
They faking bacon. Yeah, they is faking.
Oh, heard.
Hell, they most definitely faking. They want to be my color. Wow. They want to be my goddamn color.
So what made you decide? What made you decide to go to Texas? That's you said that you moved there after
after living in South Africa. It's
17. You went there for college.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I applied a bunch of different places. Dallas, or Denton specifically, has this great place called University of North Texas, which is known for having the oldest degree offering jazz program. And fresh out of high school, I was like, I want to do this. I want to do this music seriously. So I applied to a bunch of different places.
That's where Jamie Foxx went, isn't it?
Yeah, he's certified.
You that deal.
Is that where Jamie Foxx went?
Yeah, and so I applied to a bunch of different places.
No, I know it was somewhere in Texas.
North Texas said, "Hey, we'll pay for you to come here. I want you here."
Oh, well,
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hell. Well, I can't say that. I had a person that was gonna pay my motherfucker.
That's good, and that's a rare thing too, because I tried college, and it's great. It's great where you can go to school that you actually get a degree from what you enjoy doing. A lot of these people get these generic ass degrees and work in a restaurant. So it's good where you can apply your.
You always gotta hustle. How do you gotta hustle though? I mean, I put in the time. I did 2 years working for an airport, so you gotta pay the bills. How you gotta pay the bills?
Yeah, so. You do. You right about that. You right about that. Especially if you got to pay the middleman to do certain things, you got to work, because people ain't nobody giving you shit for fucking free.
Except the University of Texas.
If you gotta earn that, he earned that.
He
earned that. He ain't get that shit for free. Shit, he earned that. Hell.
Yeah, you won the Master of Music in 22. That sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Master. I am the master of the universe.
So how do you earn that?
So that was my second degree. It was a 2-year program. Basically, I got it and had to get a portfolio of pieces approved. And basically, what it was, you take X number of classes, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, the big thing is they say just write. You need to put on an hour of new music, and everything has to be different.
Oh, so I get an A+ in that motherfucker class every day. Yeah. No faking. I get an A+ in that motherfucker every day. I love writing. So you gotta I get an A+ in that motherfucker every day. And
so it was a really sick thing, because it was like the only time ever in your life you'll get access to like any type of instruments you want, because it's all these other students who are super professional. So I was able to write for like orchestra plus my band, which is that weird fusion thing. So we're doing this weird like combination of genres. I was able to write for big band, for choirs, for small group. It's just access to whatever I wanted, which is a very rare thing. That's not normally a thing you can do.
So you done had a chance to hear your music that you made played live. Like different. I want to hear one of my shits like that.
In different genres.
I would love.
You need to holler at the St. Louis Symphony, Paul Symphony Hall.
I would love to hear one of my beats come out like.
Yeah, we have a good symphony here.
Yeah, we have one of the best in the world.
Yeah, and finna remodel that motherfucker.
Paul Symphony Hall. It to me is like the best place. It's beautiful.
I don't call me too many places. It's beautiful.
They don't let me in.
And the sound in it.
They don't let me in there.
The sound in it is incredible.
When I was a kid, I was like,
we used to go there. I want to shout out Ferguson Florissant School District, because I play the violin and all of that kind of stuff. So they used to take us down there all the time, and it wasn't just classical music down there. The first time I saw a violin play with hip hop,
that motherfucker
was at the Paul Symphony Hall.
And I tried to play violin. My mom and them we were just too poor to afford it.
Look, this teacher we had at Ferguson at Central Elementary School, he had his violin and it was hooked up. Now this like 80s, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He had it hooked up to like a synthesizer or something like that, and he did Walk This Way with the violin.
Yeah.
Now, I'm already a hip-hop kid who basically mama forcing her to play an instrument. You know what I'm saying? I thank my mama.
But
damn right. That shit, it changed classical music kind of for me, because I saw how you could make what we was doing bored motherfuckers looking at us, laughing at us when we walking home with our violins. I was that nerd.
You felt important with that violin coming home?
Yeah, after that, because he could do Walk This Way with the fucking violin. You know what I'm saying? It kind of meshed the whole
like some
thing.
Metallica.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Master of Puppets.
Man.
Hey, and it say right here, he won an innovative music programming. So you make music? You make up sounds?
That's the stuff I do, man. It's
stuff. He make up sound.
Oh, sorry,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You hear what this is? He make up sounds for the people. Got them. You go buy the software to make beats.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not that cool. I'm not that cool. The programming thing is.
Well, you make them sounds. Well, you call it
like sound bites.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, a lot of people make up their own.
I mean, you probably could. I mean, that would be pretty simple as far as putting.
When we was in radio,
yeah, I'm talking about, a lot of people. That's what they do.
Why does it keep doing
the people that do that, man, they're super good at that. They're super pros. And,
what's up, Keith?
Yeah, I got mad respect for that industry.
I mean, yeah, we made when I was in FM radio, we made our own sound effects most of the time.
Like a motherfucker.
It was what we did.
No, I'm talking about when like you get these Fruity Loop programs.
Oh yeah, there are programs that come with sounds.
That got their own sound that they came up with and shit like that.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That's why I was trying to see if you came.
It's this little girl from something that was screaming on a plane, and her mama recorded it. And most of the stuff you hear of a kid screaming is her.
Yeah.
Screaming on a plane.
Yeah.
Snakes on a plane.
Well, you silly as a motherfucker, boy.
I mean, hey. Hey, you gotta get down where you live.
He got all type of shit in this motherfucker. Yeah.
So are you currently still doing school, or what's your?
I finished it back up with a master's in 22.
22, you got your master's.
Yeah, I teach full time, and so I have this.
Congratulations on that.
You a music teacher?
Yeah, so I have the opportunity to work with it. I work at a charter school, and so I basically get to teach kids, like full-time school teacher.
It's gotta be fun.
And a bunch of different disciplines and stuff, and it's cool. It's really fun.
I know it is. Hell.
And so it's really great. And these kids, people have this disillusion. People think kids are stupid. They do. There's even a lot of kids, teachers who think kids are stupid, and I didisagree.
They find the right ones.
Kids are way smarter than we are.
Hey, if you come around these kids around here, you will see they smart as a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. They doing more than the grown-ups.
Well, they have access to Google.
Yeah.
Well, not even that, man. Like kids haven't yet been told that they can't do things.
Yeah.
Adults, as grown-ups, we've been told so many times that
wide open to anything right now. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
They can absorb it. They can learn it. Like I'm teaching my third graders stuff that I learned in college, and they're getting it faster than the college kids did.
Yeah.
Hey, and you making them. Hey, you expanding their brain. That's a good thing. Because you fuck around and make one of the world's greatest producer around this motherfucker.
For real.
Or some shit.
For real.
Don't fake it.
For real.
Shit, don't fake it.
You never know you never know.
Yes, sir. You don't know.
And these kids are way more advanced than we were. You know what I'm saying? I see it in my own kids. Mm-hmm. They do stuff that we never even thought about. They know computers and programming, and like my daughter, she produces her own videos and all of that kind of stuff. She do editing and all of that kind of stuff that I ain't learned till I was grown. She is 8 and been doing it for 2 or 3 years. They're more advanced. They know more. They're gonna know more than we do, especially if you do it right.
Look what they got. They got this. Mm-hmm. We didn't grow up this. I didn't have none of this growing up.
My kids grabbed the computer a long time ago.
And was outside doing shit I ain't got no business doing the whole damn day.
Yeah,
big
fella. That's what I was doing.
Big fella had a black and white TV.
We was making go-karts from crates and shit.
I remember my old dude bought our first goddamn what they used to call
VCR.
The flow model TV.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thought we was rich. I thought we was rich.
How about ours came? We had the floor model TV and the our first VCR. So you couldn't tell me my mama wasn't balling.
I thought we was rich, big.
I didn't know it was tax time. But you couldn't tell me my mama wasn't balling.
I remember when we got a nice VCR and it was like $600.
Oh,
yes, the VCR, and that was when they was them huge, big ass ones.
It was a smaller one, but
now,
it was nice.
I remember this was like the 80s. It was huge. It was like almost the whole top of the flat screen. I mean the flow model TV was the VCR. It popped up at the top. And we thought we was
weekend was a field trip, bro.
Balling.
Yeah. Real talk.
We thought we was balling. Yeah. But times have changed. They do. They have everything. I mean, they come in this world with a tablet, connected to them. So what the hell?
So you have? Go ahead.
No, I was going to say no. I see. He said so this Dallas Fort area with the war. You done hooked up with a guy named Simeon. Who's this you? Then Akaya Lamb.
What the fuck?
Down here where they say Davis performed throughout Dallas. You performing with somebody right now?
Oh, with your band.
With your band?
Yeah. So most of my band right now we're temporarily. I'm working on new album material right now. So
okay.
Not yet playing it because it's still busy being written. But yeah, I work with some other people across the area doing a lot of like either the jazz stuff or on the other side like the country folk stuff, depending on what instrument I got a call for.
Because of the area, right? Because you're in Texas and it's Texas.
They like country music down there.
Yeah, man. You play with it. If it's good, you play it.
Yeah.
And,
so do you play any
how you come up with your tracks? How you be coming up with the tracks and stuff, man?
That's a good question. So for me, a lot of the time,
I want to know how you be coming up with your tracks.
So for me, a lot of the time, like this album that we released last year, it's called Of Narratives and Nocturnes. It's written over the course of a few different years. But basically, for me, unlike a lot of the other composers I worked with, like I have to have an external idea first. So a lot of people will come up with like a musical idea and they'll just develop it. And I really struggle to do that. I can't do that.
Exactly.
I have to have like an external source. So a lot of these pieces are based off of stories, either real ones that have happened like to me or friends. There's a piece called The Diver that's based off of friends. He was a dive master. He was an underwater archaeologist. He would lead these dives. And it was based off of one diver. Basically, he went down in a shipwreck, and while he was in the shipwreck, his lights went out. And he had to figure out how to get out of the ship underwater in pitch blackness. And he's alive, so he made it out. So like one of the stories is based off of that. There's another story that's based off of John Milton's Paradise Lost. There's a story that's based off of, there's a song that's based off of the story of like the opening chapters of the Bible with Adam and Eve and the serpent. And just telling all these different stories, using different things to do it. So like the one called Eden, which is the opening scene of the Bible. It's, we've got electric guitar playing the role of the serpent. We've got this male vocal part playing the role of Adam. We got like this super groovy funk groove playing the role of Eve. And we've got these Wurlitzer chords playing the role of the voice of God. And so over the course of like 10 minutes, these four things are interacting with each other and changing each other over time, and just to tell the story. And that's kind of what we do with my band. It's a pretty big group. Depending on the gig, it's 7 to 13 people.
I know it's fun if it's all y'all getting and jamming like that. I know it's fun.
So it's very meticulously crafted, but at the same time, there's always these open sections for the band to interact with each other and create things. So it's different every time we play, even though it's telling the same story. And so a lot of the time I always tell people, like, when you listen to our music, don't listen to us just like a band. Like, sure, we're a band, but really what it is I've chosen all these people for the distinctive personalities. Each person's there for a reason. And so I have them playing characters. They're like more like actors on a stage than they are musicians in a band. And so like, in the song Eden, for example, the guitarist, he has this really sick solo. His name is Mario Wellman, amazing guitarist. And he's playing the serpent. His job as the solo musically is supposed to sound like him tempting Eve. And so it's this really like starts off slow, and by the end he's like wailing on the instrument and just he's going for it.
So you make music, you make music like a movie. Then it's like
that's
a movie.
The goal. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
You need to get into the licensing business.
I would love it.
Yeah, you ever doing soundtracks?
Hey, he need to get into the licensing business.
I've done some small ones here and there, working with other student creators and stuff like that, working with some filmmakers here locally. Just mostly short film stuff. But yeah, man, I love that stuff. Done like a couple audiobook excerpts and stuff like that. But it's fun, man. That's what my degree is. My master's degree.
You've been on some movies, you done had music on movies and stuff like that before.
That would be cool, man. That'd be super cool.
I try to tell all artists. I mean, because everybody is in this fad right now where they selling off they masters. You know what I'm saying? Like Dre just sold his for $200 million.
Yeah.
Why do Dre need money so much? He just got millions from
I think his wife got him
100 million. She got.
And he said
only 100 million.
Look, he wanted some money back so bad. He sold all his masters for $200 million. Dr. Dre.
But Dre don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Dre will start a record company and then they piss him off and he goes start another one. Dre don't give a fuck about that shit. He been ignorant as shit.
No, but I'm with Tip on this one. Tip like shit. I'm not selling mine. I'm just gonna license mine out, and that's why I'm saying you get them licensing gigs.
Royalties.
Yeah, it's the royalties, B. It's the royalties.
Because what they're doing, they may not be affecting them and their children's lives, but they're affecting future generations.
Yeah,
of
generational wealth.
And that's they ain't gonna get money in the long run for that shit.
Because after so long,
it's gonna run out.
Their money runs out.
Gonna run, if they don't do right about it.
If you own your shit and your family retains that, You know what I'm saying?
They do licenses now.
They can make money forever off of
You see how we
shit.
hear DMX on commercials, and his family ain't getting no money.
They ain't get shit from him.
No money.
Who owned his?
Man, ain't no telling who owned his shit, B. Ain't no
I
telling.
wouldn't
The
put
guy
it
in
past,
the corner?
Man, ain't no telling who owned it, though.
I
What's
wouldn't
up,
put it
Ian?
past Swiss Beats to own this shit.
Oh, man.
Him and
Oh,
Alicia
man.
Keys eating off that shit. Who knows?
Own your own music. I'm talking about
So-
if you don't own your own music, you lose it.
Man, that's why I work with an independent label, and that's kind of the big
Yes.
thing about the record I work for. Outside In's really sick because they take a small royalty cut, but they don't own your masters, don't own your rights, they
There
don't
you
own your
go.
royalties.
There you
That's
go.
important.
So it's a fair deal. You know, we do your marketing, we help you get your footstep, we teach you how to do all this stuff yourself, and in the process, you keep everything.
That's what.
And
That's
so
what
that's like
about.
one of the reasons I work for them and signed with them is because, you know, they treat the artists right, and they also still get good results for their artists. I think they've been on the rise ever since their inception, and it's been really cool to work with them as a result. So because they do mostly jazz stuff, and some people who have like are sort of more like what they call the creative music, which is like experimental or visionary. And yeah, they work with these artists.
So you
people
ain't got to
as
worry
young as-
about getting ganked.
Yeah.
And none of
So-
that shit.
Where are they located out of?
So I work remotely with them, but they're located in 3 locations. They're based in New York. They got an office there, based in Nashville, and then based in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
And so
That's
yeah.
what's up. That's what's upper.
That's what you want. You want somebody that if you don't know, that's gonna teach you, because it's a lot of people out
No,
there.
you don't want nobody ganking you.
They're not gonna.
Oh,
teach
so you're in the Dallas area anyway. So you're
Yeah.
near one of their
Yeah, we're-
headquarters.
Yeah, they're not gonna
That's
teach
cool.
you anything.
What was I gonna say? How was the transition between how's the lifestyle? I guess you were younger in Africa, but what do you think the transition is between
America and Africa.
yeah, America
I
is
mean-
as great as it thought he was, or you still
I mean,
like it
I
back home?
had a little bit of experience in the States before, just because my parents are American, so I'd visited here and there.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just so distinctly different to each other. There's pros and cons on both sides. I feel like some of the biggest differences is just interactions and mindsets, because it is different cultures. People are raised differently, and so people approach the same things with completely different angles, different understandings, different worldviews. And so it's something that can be either a good thing or a bad thing. People are going to view it 2 completely opposite different ways, just because of how they view the world and the eyes that they've been raised in and the culture they've been raised in and things like that. So I think there's pros and cons on both sides. I mean, on one hand, I grew up in the most beautiful city in the world, and that's a biased opinion, but Cape Town's gorgeous. All you have to do is do a Google search to see that.
You just gotta do a Google search to see that goddamn thing.
Yeah.
I've heard
And,
that. I've heard that for real about Cape Town. So were you born in America, or were you born?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're born.
I was
you're an
actually,
American.
weirdly enough, I was born in Virginia, and I've like spent almost no time there at all. I think I lived there like the first 2 years of my life, and I visited there once or twice. You got some family friends there and stuff like that. But yeah, most of my life is South Africa, and then the past 6 years I've been in Texas.
Oh yeah, you a South African then? Hell.
Yeah. I mean, I just wondered about, was it a dual citizenship? Like, were you
That's a great
born
question.
on
So no, I
land?
actually forfeited South African citizenship for American citizenship, as far as just international stuff and like college and stuff in the States. Man, the U.S. citizenship is way more useful for you just in that very. But I have permanent resident status in South Africa.
You just go back there. Just go back there when you feel like
that was my biggest question, and all of the stuff like that. Because maybe because I watch too much of the what's them shows about the people who be trying to marry mothers from over there. I'm addicted to that shit, so that's why I was asking you that.
Yeah. I think one day, like, when my kid's a little older, well, my wife and I'll take her back and see my old stomping grounds and stuff like that. It's beautiful.
Don't
but,
show
for right
all
now,
of them now. Yeah.
for right now, we're staying in Texas just because it's.
How old are
it's
your
a little
children?
base. It's a good place. What's up?
How old are your children?
My daughter is almost a year and a half.
Oh,
so,
youngster.
Oh, you're a brand new dad.
Yeah.
He a fresh
Yeah, he doesn't have any gray hair yet. That's why you can tell.
Hey, you sure right.
He a fresh daddy, goddamn. He got a long
I didn't have
way
no
to go.
gray hair till I had my 3.
Hey,
I promise
you. Gonna be writing songs about badass kids in some years.
How many?
Yeah, the stories. Oh, baby.
Exactly.
You gonna have stories.
He gonna be writing songs about badass kids in some years.
How many diapers have you changed so far?
Man, I can't even count.
Currently.
Yeah, I was a diaper changer.
And you're a real dad.
I was a diaper changer. I got up when my baby mama was still asleep. That's what type of nigga I was.
My husband did that with the first, but when we had a girl, he didn't like changing her.
Oh man, I did it all, bitch.
So he was like, you know, I don't really like changing her. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if I'm cleaning all the crevices.
Shit, I was good at
I'm
it.
like, dude, just clean her. Shit.
I was good at it.
It's pronounced crevasse.
Crevasse.
Real talk.
I'm like, just clean her.
As long as I got the baby wipes and everything around, we good. We gonna be fresh and clean.
Amen.
Don't fake we gonna be fresh and clean. Straight up. Only thing I didn't do is do no damn hair. That's the only thing I didn't do.
I wish he hadn't have done my daughter her that day.
Now I put you a big ass puff in your head.
Nah.
And I'm gonna see
my husband tried to do multiple ponytails
man,
with
I ain't
twisters.
gonna even try no
And my daughter
ponytail.
walked up to me with
I
her
tried
face
the puff.
so turned up like,
Man.
Daddy did my hair. I'm like,
tried. He tried.
he should not have.
Shit, he tried. I put a big old puff in your head.
He caused the rift between him and his baby girl.
Hell no.
Every time he touch a brush, she run.
Oh boy, I put that puff as long as I tried. Shit.
We don't do that.
Big fail be trying. Shit.
We don't do that.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful thing, Brody. To answer to you gonna enjoy it though.
So you need to come here and play. You need to come to St.
I love
Louis
it. I love it.
And check out the jazz scene and, you know, play. And, I mean, it's got historical stuff dealing with just music in general.
At least you would be able to go to the club and enjoy the shit. You ain't got to worry about nothing else. Hell.
I mean, they having a jazz like festival and different things like that. A lot of
they have jazz festivals
different.
all the time,
They have one in a couple of weeks.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah, a lot of different artists. You know,
sick.
It's gonna be something really nice. That's how I know, because you know, some people who went to school with me and everything, they doing it and they coming home for it and everything. So, you know, it's something.
Sick. It's really cool.
I love it.
Yeah. And I love to tour through there, play through it. Yeah, I've never really spent much time. I passed through it, you know, just in traveling and stuff, you know, stops and stuff and things like that. But definitely never toured the place, and so I'd love to one day.
You definitely have to.
Oh, you gotta come to the Lou, bitch.
We have a huge history in music, so you can if you're an eclectic type person like you seem like to be, where you like all different genres, you can find
this
that
is
here.
the right place, because we got everybody's music. We got the North, we got the South, we got the East, and we got the West. We
Everybody's
music.
everything.
That's what a lot of people don't know about St. Louis, because a lot of West Coast, they just listen to a lot of West Coast music,
you know,
and East Coast really listen to a lot of East Coast music.
In the black community
here in St. Louis, Missouri, we got all you niggas music.
And in
flat out, we got all y'all
in
music.
the hip hop community, mostly hip hop people only listen to hip hop.
Like a mom, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody's music growing up here.
But if you really want to do this shit, if you really want to make music something that you do, you have to know music. You have to know jazz. You have to know rock and roll. You have to know you know what I'm saying, blues. You have to know
have
country.
An open mind to everything.
You know what I'm saying? Because
you really do.
Everything pulls from those African drums. That's what makes popular music, and music is those, you know, so you
the
have
percussion.
To know
The
that.
percussion.
Yeah.
And then blues and jazz too. Those are definitely a lot of the originals of music too.
You have to know all of that kind of stuff.
So how did you? So you started music when you were 5. How did you get into it? Were your parents musicians, or you teach yourself?
My parents are music fans. So my mom was a vocalist, not professionally, but she was a good singer. My dad just obsessed with music. My dad loves music. Always had the radio going. Always had the CD going.
What kind of music?
And, my dad was a big classic rock fan.
Okay.
Classic
80s,
rock, Christian music, stuff like that.
I'm fucking on that. Yeah.
And my older siblings both played music, and so for me, like growing up, I just thought like every family played music. I thought that was a normal thing. Like, you know, and so for me, you know, when you're like a kindergartner and you go to kindergarten and you ask the kids like the normal questions, like, oh, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite? My question for kids was like, oh, what instruments does your family play? You know, like, thinking it's normal. Like everybody plays an instrument. That's how the world works. And so
now everybody can afford instruments. Goddamn me, shit.
We got them from school.
No fake, and that's the only time I see the instrument is when I went to school.
My grandmama, I'm gonna give a shout out to my mama's mama. She rented my first instrument, a clarinet. She rented it for me. She used to pay like a monthly fee for this clarinet.
And that could be some life. Parents, y'all don't know. They could be some life-changing shit for your kids, though.
Oh, it was. It
no
definitely
fucking
was.
faking,
I mean,
They could be some life-changing shit.
Music. My grandmama doing that kind of stuff for us. You know what I'm saying? Renting clarinets and violins and everything. Music is in me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just hip hop. It's not just R&B. Like last night, I was trying to block the kids out. I played classic rock. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to
Scare them away.
and motherfucking
karaoke
Welcome to the Jungle and shit and all of that kind of stuff. And my kids hate me listening to the shit. But you know what I'm saying? That's because of music. Not really seeing a color in it, just listening to music.
You love music, you can't see no color in it.
I mean,
because I love making rock and roll beats. I make rock and roll rap beats all day long. I love the guitar and the strings when I'm.
I mean, it's got to that. Kids listen to one type. If you listen to country music, you listen to country music. If you listen to hip hop, you listen to hip hop and R&B. You know, stuff like that. It's not really.
Well, the
like
genres
it was.
like the genres, all of them like wide open now because you know it's so wide open, so because it's access to every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? You got access to everything. So whatever your favorite music, you can get in touch with your favorite artist via Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, it's easy now. So it is. I mean, that's what took the fun out of it to me because you can contact everybody now. You can get in touch with everybody. Back in my days, that's why we looked at these rappers like superstars because you didn't see them.
Yeah.
Now, nigga, I see
it's
you every day.
I mean, it's that instant gratification.
I see you every day
but to us, it's like that.
Exactly.
To the new generations, you have to be that. Or they don't mess with you. You have to be where they can connect to you or reach you instantly because that's what they have. That's what they're raised with. You know what I'm saying?
But they got instant gratification. They growing up with instant gratification.
Yep, we don't have.
I'm sorry, we didn't have that. I'm sorry.
And so it was special. When my cousins and them would run into the neighborhood and they done bought a new tape or a CD that, you know what I'm saying, everybody and their mom was over there trying to dub it and listen to it, and we listened to the whole thing and we did all of that. To me, that was the fun of music, you know.
It's just wide open now.
Yeah.
It's wide open now.
Well, I can listen to any song I want through
Amazon
Music.
Anytime, anything, do anything you want, flat out.
You know, I felt like I was stealing your records. Until, remember I sent you that email?
Yeah.
I mean, that text message, like, I just pulled it up. I ain't have to pay for it or nothing, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was stealing your shit. Because you could just literally just put a person's name in and get their shit like that. And me, I was, you know, I'm a DJ and stuff, so I was stealing all the shit from Napster and all of that kind of shit. And making mixed CDs.
You go Google, just type the name in, everything pulls up. Everything. Google Boss Click Big Backbeaters, everything pulls up.
It feel like I'm cheating.
Don't fake it. Everything pulls up.
It feels like I be
just
cheating.
start looking up the front beaters.
Man, don't please don't look at the front beaters. I don't know who they is. Hell no. But I tell you, it feel pretty good, damn good if you put my name in Google. Oh, that gon' pop up. Don't fake it. Shit.
Oh, this is.
Real talk.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah, Brody got some shit going on. He most definitely.
You really are. You really. That's why I said you need to come here. Definitely. So you got anything new out? What are you doing like right now? And how can people reach you?
Right now, and how can you reach me? That's a great question. So easiest way is just to tail back off of that, man. I do follow up with everybody on social media, keep everybody posted about stuff for the band there. So I'm on Instagram. You just look up Simeon Davis, you'll find me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the other stuff, I've got a link to all of the music, the newest stuff, the older stuff. It's hyperfollow.com/Simeon Davis. So that's SIMNDAVIS. And it'll pull up everything you want. Hyperfollow.com/Simeon Davis.
Okay, yeah.
So it's got all our music videos, all our studio videos, the stuff with the orchestra. It's got the old stuff. It's got the stuff we recorded back when we were literally tracking in the garage, you know. And so it's got everything. It's got the concept info, artist info, stuff like that. And yeah, so I've had a lot of people
back in the day before you got started. Where you at? No, got all that on
Memphis. You're always getting started. Every day you're still getting started.
All day long. Simeon.
What is your Instagram again? Simeon Davis.
You can just look us up. It's my Instagram handle is just SIMNDAVIS, Simeon Davis, and that'll pull me up. Otherwise, you can just look up Simeon Davis and it pops up.
Simeon.
You can also just Google search the band Simeon Davis Group and you'll find us.
Simeon. So, do people, when they see your name, think you're a black man?
I've had that happen a decent amount, actually.
Because I thought he was going to be black, so I'm just asking.
Really funny story about that, actually. So in my freshman year, there was another Simeon Davis, exact same name. We had different middle names. Yeah, so he was Simeon Lamont Davis. I'm Simeon Nathaniel Davis. And so we were in the same degree. We lived in the same res hall. We were in the same classes.
That's your Brody. That was your Brody.
And what was really funny, so obviously I'm like pasty white as you get, right? And he was a really cool black dude from Dallas. Amazing trombonist, great guitarist. But everyone thought he was me because I was from Africa, but he's black.
Yeah.
So everyone just automatically jumps that conclusion.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry for stereotyping you. I'm sorry because I talk so much about stereotypes and all of that. I apologize because
I can't sit up because I'm about to be the same way.
Look, I was shocked to death.
The running joke he came up with.
I was shocked to death when this white man came up today because I just knew you was gonna be black.
Oh, man.
So that's why I asked, because you do have Simeon Davis. I mean, it just seemed like, who named you?
Salute.
Who named me?
Yeah.
My parents named me.
Which one of them?
But it's Simeon technically is an old Hebrew name.
Okay.
So that's where it comes from. It's one of the 12 tribes of Israel. So that's where I get my name.
Yeah, it's from the Bible. I'm sorry, that's some black stuff. Everybody in the family that's black got at least one Bible name. I mean, and grandmama talk about it. Yeah, they named him Paul from the Bible. Simeon from the Bible.
Hell no.
That's dope.
AKA White Jesus. You got a ponytail over there.
It's true. It's true.
I just had to put that out there. I was shocked for real.
Hey, you're not the first person. I promise you that. It happens, especially because
No, and I'm sorry for racially profiling him. I feel very 5-0-ish right now. I'm sorry.
He looks like Thor on his Instagram.
Yeah. I think that when I put that up. Yeah. But I do apologize because we always talking about motherfuckers prejudging us. And I prejudge
if it makes
you.
you feel any better, I'm the only white Simeon I've ever met either. So
you're the only one. And I know a few Simeons.
That's real talk, because I'm 46 and I ain't never met one.
And I'm saying I know a few Simeons and they all black.
All Simeons, I know they black.
But he's a white man from Africa though.
And a woman. I mean, he's an African American.
You're an African.
No, he is a truly African American.
If he was born there, he would be.
Now that's the true definition of an African American.
If
right
he was,
there.
I mean, old girl, what's her
I
name?
Be an African American, and I never see that
What's his
motherfucker a day in my life.
Old boy who ran for president. His wife was born and raised in South Africa, and she's an African American, but she's
that
white.
Could be that, but I could be a black American. But how the fuck you put African on there, and I never seen Africa a day in my life?
Do not hate on these people who were called colored and fought for African American. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Y'all look crazy.
I am a black American. I never seen Africa a day in my life.
It's your Chinese.
I'm trying to go see
people from Chinese who are Americans call themselves Chinese Americans. They have Japanese Americans. They have it's your historical.
That's because they from there actually.
They don't always be.
Generations
down, they're not.
They ain't claiming it.
And yes, they do.
You think so?
I know they do.
If they ain't never been to Japan, they ain't never gonna claim it.
I know people who parents and grandparents were from it, and they call themselves Chinese Americans.
Yeah, I can see that, but you never been there before. How can you claim that shit?
My people came from there. But my people came from there. So if I am claiming my historical background like African Americans became proud of, it wasn't something we were always proud of.
I understand what you're saying, sis, but I've never seen Africa.
They became proud of that, and they started saying we're different. We are different.
I am a black American, but I'm not an African black.
All of the rhythm in us, all of our pimp shit comes from Africa. Why not just say it?
I never seen that a day in my life, but I want to go see it though.
I only know 2 white.
I want to go see it.
I don't know. If I go there, I might start a ruckus because I'm going to the Nigerian motherfucking government and find out why them bitches ain't never sent a boat, a note, a plane, or nothing for my black ass, nigga. Y'all got a whole truffle full of niggas stranded over here and ain't never sent shit, motherfucker. I don't think y'all want my motherfucking ass over there. Shit.
They like the game off.
Yeah, nigga, y'all ain't sent nothing.
What's going on?
Y'all ain't put a note in a bottle and threw it in the ocean for our ass.
Boy, they like the gank over there in Nigeria.
You see, Jewish people sued us and got money for our parts in their destruction and everything. African countries have never sued America for those niggas that they stole. I'm gonna find out why.
I want my money back.
I want my money back. Yeah. I want my money back.
Yeah. I want more than that. I want whatever people who have the same DNA from me have over there. If they got land, I want a piece of that. I want all of that shit.
I feel you, sis. Yeah.
So they don't want me to come to Africa.
Because you going to fight for that motherfucker, what is it, 50 mules in the land?
50 mules in an acre.
You mean, 40 acres and a mule?
Oh, 40 mules in 1 acre.
Is that what you talking about?
That'd be crowded.
40 acres and a mule, nigga?
No, he's got 40 mules on 1 acre. It's backwards.
Your acre stink. This nigga got 40 mules on 1 acre. This nigga's acre stinks.
You say about 40 acres and a mule?
It's a 40 acres and a mule.
I want 40 acres. Shit, I don't need a mule. I don't know if I can do it.
Well, motherfucker, give me 40 acres. I'm going to have some fun on that motherfucker.
This nigga say 40 mules
put on the water
and
park.
an acre.
40 mules on an acre.
Your acre shitty as a motherfucker.
It's got good fertilizer.
Hell no. Shit.
You gotta wear your boots on that acre.
Boy, goddamn.
As soon as you get out the car.
I'll take the 40 acres, but I don't want no motherfucking mule. That motherfucker can't do shit for Big Fed.
Why would they give
I'm
you a
sorry.
mule?
See, I'm
Mules?
sorry. That motherfucker can't do shit for Big Fed. You can keep the mule. Just give me 40 acres. And watch what I do. I'm going to have a weed growing section here. I'm going to grow weed here. I'm going to have me some little pigs and the chicken and water.
Let's ask him.
All that shit.
What about in South Africa? Is marijuana legal?
In certain parts, yeah. So they put them in for private use. Yeah.
South Africa's got different countries.
I told you, Briggs. This is one time I can't say nothing bad about my state. We straight is number 17. We didn't wait till we was last.
No.
To get on board.
No, there's 21 actually.
No, we was number 17.
Really?
Yes. We did.
Yeah,
we
did
17, baby. Go look it up.
So there's been
We
5
17,
since
baby.
us then. I guess some other ones did it too.
The economic improvement in places like Colorado and Oregon and places like that for making marijuana legal.
What's up, Timothy?
That right there gets a lot of
That's
places, countries, states, and different things
All
in
that
on
shit,
it
yeah.
because of the taxation that they're doing of the marijuana.
Without representation.
Oh, it don't have no representation because we're not federally legal.
Yep.
No, ain't nobody federal legal.
No.
So shit, but still, motherfuckers gonna do what they do.
But the feds still will kick in
If
your
they
shit.
wanted to, but they not.
They do.
not.
They do.
They won't.
They do in
They better go get some
in different
They better go get
cities.
some motherfuckers selling some crack and some heroin and go get them off.
In
Leave us
different
people that sell
cities,
weed
they
alone.
do
Leave us
raid
people alone that sell weed. I'm
the
sorry. Leave us
motherfucking
alone.
weed places. You need to know.
No fake. Leave us alone.
Musicians don't smoke weed, sir.
Everything
like
that
hell.
glitters
They're professionals.
ain't gold.
The greatest of them all. Some of them was doing worse than dope than me when they was musicians. I'm sorry.
What you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
What you fucking think sex, drugs, and rock and roll is?
Exactly.
Fuck you mean?
All I do is smoke weed to get me amped to write music. These motherfuckers was doing
That-
crack, heroin, every motherfucking
Whipping.
thing.
Cocaine.
Everything.
Off of
Shit.
bitches'
No fake.
titties. What are you talking about? That's sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
No fake.
What about
And funk
What about
and disco and
what about
Hey, we
whippets?
don't want to get Simeon in trouble. goddamn it. We don't got to
no,
tell
even
nobody
in
to get the
jazz.
party
Have you
and
heard
everything.
the reefer
Exactly.
man from jazz and
shit.
different things like that? What are you talking about?
Just-
The reason drugs are illegal is because the white women were going to the jazz.
I thought that was Richard Nixon.
So you
No.
got to blame it on the white people.
You better read a book. They don't give a fuck about white women going. I mean, black women going.
no.
They don't care about that.
You silly
White
dog.
women were going to the jazz musicians
You nice motherfucker.
And that's when you better Google it. Shit. That's when the first drug laws came into effect.
Just because he has long hair does not mean he smoked weed, sir.
No, I ain't say he smoke weed. He don't like he do nothing.
He's a family man.
He don't drink or nothing. Do you drink?
Only on occasion.
See,
well, family man, exactly like you said.
Drink it all. I only smoke weed with y'all.
Take care of my family.
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm a family woman. I got 3.
Hey, I only smoke with them only on occasion.
I got 3. And sex, drugs, and rock and roll, baby. That's just what it is.
Yeah, we're running out of time. I got a couple of your tracks too. I have your Welcome to Blackwater.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
what's
the one.
that?
It's like some jazz and orchestra and hip hop stuff all mixed together.
How'd you develop that song?
How did I develop it? So it's actually based off of an artist. It's based off of a visual artist's work. There's a web comic creator whose alias is Coinswaller. Her real name is Sarah Navin, and she made this, like, for lack of a better phrase, a horror comedy comic world illustration style. It's really dark humor.
Oh, I love
it. I thought it was brilliant, and so I contacted her back in 2021, I think, and I was like, hey, I really like your work. Can I write a piece based off of it? And so I wrote it in contact with that creator, just like getting inspiration, like, hey, what's inside this character's brain? What do you think about this? How do you develop this visually? And then pieced it together and made like a story out of it, and premiered it in 2022. And I think it went down really well. So we did a live recording of it, got it mastered by a guy up in Nashville by the name of Ryan Schwab. He's actually up for a Grammy this year for mastering.
Congratulations.
He's great, man.
Congratulations.
What it do,
well, not me.
No, I'm talking about to him. I'm saying it just in case he's watching. I'm saying congratulations to him.
Yeah, I'll plug Ryan's work anytime. I've never met him in person. I had him recommended to me. He did amazing work. He turned around that master in like 3 days. Phenomenal work. But he's rightfully so up for a Grammy this year.
Well, that's why. Yeah. So surround yourself with great people, and you'll be great as well.
So this is almost like soundtrack work.
So
Welcome to Blackwater is kind of soundtrack like.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Y'all hire Simeon Davis for y'all next soundtrack.
Next movie. And then the next one is Eden. Is that one you were saying with the snakes?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, with the guitar playing the snake and all the different parts of it. Yeah, it's a pretty sick one. I'm proud of it. It's one of the first pieces I wrote for this band. I wrote that one back in 2019.
So it's like biblical.
A lot of different transitions and different instruments involved, you
said.
Yeah,
no kidding. That's kind of a... I always joke because I'm super ADHD, super easily distracted.
Hey, that makes 2 of us.
Yeah, so I always... Man,
he's one of the riddling kids.
The whole world got ADHD. That's why we only make songs 2 minutes long now.
Well, I do the opposite. I make my songs like 15 minutes long.
Hey, my goodness. Boy,
but the reason I do it.
Okay, meat. What was it?
Hey,
Meatloaf.
Boy, he would have lost the black community after the
Meatloaf with them long orchestrated.
Shit.
I mean,
they can't. If you change it and you change the piece throughout the time, then it seems like 3 songs in one.
Too Short came out with Freaky Tale. That motherfucker was 20 minutes long.
Back in the day, the funk bands used to have.
Made a song about 30 minutes long.
Like Parliament and Funkadelic, they shit used to be like 12 minutes long, and they'd have different shit mixed in and different stuff. I mean, to me, I don't know. I'll listen.
I ain't gonna lie, I got ADHD. I can't listen to no song.
If it's different, if it changes up and off. Yeah, if it's the same thing over and over for 12 minutes, you need different levels, you need crescendos.
This is a movie. That's why his shit that long. He doing this for a movie.
That's why I write. I always tell the people I write the music I want to listen to.
Like a motherfucker.
And what I write, I get bored easily, so I make sure that what I write isn't boring. Because I believe, because people talk about, I don't want to listen back to my music. None of that. Me, if I'm not going to listen to it, how can I expect anybody else to listen to it?
Hey, that's a real shit.
And so for me, I write music that I don't get bored listening to and I don't get bored playing. And I think that's key. And somebody may disagree with me on that. They're welcome to that.
Fuck them.
But so for me,
you got to be able to enjoy your own shit. You got to be able to enjoy your own shit. If you can't enjoy your own shit, how the fuck somebody else gonna enjoy your shit?
And you have to get to. You have reason why I say fuck them. You have to get to a point in your art that you don't give a shit what people think.
Hell no. Yeah, you gotta have that already.
Well, but it's a lot of people that don't know that.
Yeah, but they need to know that then, because you better come in.
I don't know. I agree and disagree at the same time. I think with art, it's not about not letting anybody's opinion matter. I think it's just knowing your target audience. Yeah. You can't realistically expect everybody to like the music.
There you go.
But that's what they do.
If you know the exact people you're targeting, if you know, okay, I'm targeting people who like this type of music, or people who like this and that, as long as they like it, as long as think of it like you're in a room surrounded by targets. You got one arrow. You can't hit every single target.
Right.
But if you're aiming for one target and you hit that target with a bullseye, even though the other targets don't have any arrows in them, you missed all of those. You hit one perfectly. As long as you hit the one you're aiming for. But if you're aiming for one and you accidentally hit a different one, you failed because you didn't hit the target.
Then you got Simon Cowell over there telling you some shit. Then you didn't hit Simon Cowell and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, and so that's kind of how I see it. It's like not everyone's going to like your music. It's unrealistic. It's not fair on you. It's not fair on them. Choose your target audience, play to that target audience, and that's a better way to succeed than trying to make everyone like you, because the only way to appeal to everyone.
And even to me, reason why I say that, even to your target audience, you know how people sit and the things that they hear or read on, post and different things like that can affect them so much. You have to get where the negative things that you hear bounce off of you.
Yeah. I also think there's the ability to differentiate between like valid criticism and just people.
Boy, you know what I'm trying to hate.
Yeah.
Constructive
criticism between
the hate.
Yeah.
And then
if someone just says, well, that was stupid and it's bad.
Well, why?
Okay,
why was it stupid, or what don't you like about it?
Or if somebody says, man, I see what you're trying to do there, but I think maybe you overused this one theme, or you just kind of looped that one thing for too long, and the audience got bored.
That's
a little bit more valid.
Constructive.
That's
constructive criticism.
That is.
But if you come on my shit and say, nigga, you ain't shit, black nigga, you hate now. Yeah. And I thank you very much for wasting your time and giving me your time to come over and tell me I ain't shit. Now go back and tell the rest of your family I ain't shit neither.
Man,
thank you very much.
Like reviews, to me, why would you take the time to write a 1-star review? Like you're wasting your own time.
So right.
The way I see it, don't take the time to acknowledge it if it's bad. If it's bad, just ignore it.
I did hella motherfuckers like that, goddamn it. Thank you for giving me your time.
Yeah. I mean, you still paying attention to
You paid me some attention.
I mean,
real talk.
Yeah.
What our godfather of rap, what the father of rap, gangster rap say, bad, goddamn me, what do you say? Bad goddamn me publicity is better than no publicity.
It's still publicity.
Oh yeah, it's better than
It's better than no publicity. I'm sorry.
Easy.
So there you go.
Easy E.
Say
represent. Easy E. Easy motherfucking E.
Thank you very much.
I'm Easy E. I got bitches good look. Oh, sorry.
Because look, if the music rubbed you in the wrong way so badly that you have to rant and scream about it, obviously it did something.
It made an impact.
And that's what music's supposed to do, right?
Like it, bro.
To me, that's what music is supposed to do. Music is supposed to emotionally do something to you. So whether the emotion is, oh, that sucks, or I love that shit, it's still doing something to you. It did its purpose.
Yeah, and sometimes music's supposed to make you angry. Sometimes you're supposed to get offended.
It is.
Like, it's the job.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling the truth.
You feel happy.
Yeah.
It is.
It's all right to tell the world the truth sometimes, goddamn. They ain't got to hear the false.
I mean, that to me, that was the original intent in gangster rap.
Yeah, that's how it started.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell what's going on in these streets.
To really talk about it, because before, hip hop and rap was pretty much party music.
Like a motherfucker.
You know, to people going battling or partying and talking about the party or how fly they are and different shit like that. When hip hop started really getting real was Ice-T, 6 in the morning, NWA, and different things like that, where they were really telling Ghetto Boys, they were really telling a story about their community what they saw
saying.
versus what was the party thing and everything, and that's what changed.
Houses, I got big cars,
baby. I got big lies. I got big lies.
And
guess what? Nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Well, the money.
I'm sorry.
Well, the money you can buy from Amazon. So you get those fake $100 bills.
Yeah.
And then the cars, the cars and the jewelry is rented.
Yeah.
So there you go.
It's actually niggas like
rent
me
to own.
It's niggas out here that's actually like me who don't give a fuck about your cars, your money and shit. The treatment of others is what I give a fuck about.
You do it.
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
You do it. Seems like you do it because you love music and you share with the kids too, the youth. So you spread to next generation.
I mean, I think the best way to say it, and this may be because I know we're out of time. This may be a good thing to end on. I had a mentor advised me and a group of others once. He goes, everybody wants to get up on that stage and say something. Everyone wants to get in that studio and say something. And he paused and looked at us and he goes, just make sure you have something worth saying.
Yes. And I understand everything.
And I think that applies to every genre.
It most definitely do.
Say what you got to say, man, but make sure that it's actually worth saying.
Most definitely.
And worth hearing.
I think,
yeah. Worth hearing. And please consistently keep coming with it. Don't give me no song today, then I don't hear from you until another 2-3 years from now.
And then, although the wait can be worth it, I'd rather someone wait 3 years and make something worthwhile than turn something every year.
Don't give me one song today, then I gotta wait 2, 3, 4 years to hear you another song. God damn! If you gotta do that, I think it's time to find another profession.
Hell yeah! And your last song you sent us, we're gonna play at the end here too, is Next Level.
Well, Next Level is part of the imprint that we're on. So I think the other song I sent you might have been A Quiet Night in Pandemonium. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Let me see. I don't know. It's in the email somewhere.
That's cool.
What did I send? I don't remember what in the world I sent.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, I sent you our YouTube video as well. So, yeah, if you know any other artists on your label too that want to do an interview, we can we'll help you out.
Yeah,
so,
I'll see you be down. I'm sure we've always got people who are down to talk. So. But thanks for giving me your time, guys. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome back anytime. So,
yes.
Cool. Have a good one.
Great chatting with you guys. And one more shameless plug. So we're based in Texas. Our band's the Simeon Davis Group. You can Google us. You can find us at hyperfollow.com/Simeon Davis, or on social media. Just look up Simeon Davis and you'll find me pretty fast. So thank you guys. Peace out. Take it easy. Keep it real, man.
Salute, bro.
Peace out. Thanks, Simeon.
All right, we're out of here. To my left.
Peace out. Of course, this is Bricks Montana. You can find me on all platforms of social media at Bricks Montana and the Bricks Montana on TikTok.
At TikTok.
TikTok them up.
Y'all already know. Mr. _ Boss Click Backbeaters on Instagram. Mr. No Quitting on Facebook.
Yeah.
Y'all already know. Go get album number 17, Certified Hustler. Beating Out of Control. Number 18 coming very shortly. World, let's get it.
Hell yeah, damn right. Okay, my name's Justin King at My City, My Music. Each and every Saturday. Each and every day of the week. You can find one of our wonderful shows here.
All day long.
Give a shout out to our guest from last week, Who Better.
Who Better.
Yeah, appreciate having him on.
Yeah,
we gave him a workout on his birthday.
Man, we got this.
We gave him a workout on his birthday.
We were really off topic last week, but hey, it worked out.
Hey, we worked him out on his birthday. What's up, Dion?
Hope you come back.
Next year is our I believe it's the 3-year anniversary.
Next week. Yes.
Next week, so that's a little bit of an accomplishment.
Yeah, no, that ain't no little bit. That's humongous.
That's huge.
All 4 of our crazy ass still rock and all the shit. Boy,
if they ain't been on our show, they ain't been nowhere.
Oh no, I told you that. I was the first one screaming that. You ain't came on our show, you ain't did a goddamn thing. Cause everybody got a show.
Then
come
came
on our show.
We got
I'm sorry.
Flagship.
It is what it is.
That's flagship type shit.
Like a motherfucker.
We got
it is what it is.
We got more events coming up. We got paintball coming up in May. So
and I'm shooting.
Shout out to Gateway Paintball.
Whatever.
You better wear your old shoes.
I done did it 2 years in a row, and Phil ain't did shit. Phil hyped my ass up, and I did the first year, and I had so much fun. I did it the second year. Phil ain't did shit.
I'm doing it this year. I'm actually gonna do it. I done said it. I'm shooting.
Y'all hear that shit?
Yeah, I'm doing it. No faking. I'm dressed to impress, and I'm ready to shoot.
Let's see.
No faking.
Let's see.
I got all my gear ready to go.
Because I'm ready.
I got all my gear
I'm ready.
to go.
All right,
No
well,
faking.
we're going to get out of here. We got Black Demand
All
Culture
day.
coming up next.
Yes.
Shout out to our guest. Yes, sir. We'll see y'all next
Y'all know
week.
how we do.
See y'all.
See y'all. Thanks for watching.
Grand salute, world.
Peace out.